What's happening, peoples? We got another video. Juelz Santana breaks his silence on Cam and Jim beef. This is from the Art of Dialogue. We like looking at their content. We like it. We like it. We like it. So make sure y'all like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 6,000. Please help me out. I hate begging, but I gotta do this. Hit the like, and let's check out this video. All right. Y'all ready? Oh, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
How you feel about this Jim Jones and Cam situation?
Oh man, I definitely don't. It's not something I condone or I think. You know what I mean? I'm rooting for. I'm sitting there watching and happy that it's going on. I'm definitely not at all. Both of them are still my brothers at the end of the day. So, with that being said, I definitely don't like what's going on. I never liked it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wins when the family feuds. You heard? So no matter what we going through behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? But, as men, things happen and social media is so powerful and so strong now that, sometimes things spill over. You know what I'm saying?
He got his teeth fixed.
and you have situations like you have now. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man.
When I was looking at Cam's interview with 50, he said that there was internal issues going on with Dipset when 50 brought you and Jim Jones out of the show. Out of curiosity, what's the backstory behind that? Y'all coming out that 50 show?
Well, the Cam and 50, the Cam and 50 beef was like a public display. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was from the radio, Hot 97. You know what I'm saying? 50 went up there and said some things, you know what I'm saying, about Koch and them being a graveyard label. And, Cam had some things to say back to 50 and that, that led to the whole Curtis situation that Cam was doing. You know what I'm saying? And the songs got put out on both sides from Cam and Fifth, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's how that went. I don't know the timeline. I can't recall the timeline because I'm bad with that of when 50 reached out, if it was really at that time, you know what I'm saying, of that specific incident. But whatever, 50 did reach out and Jim did go on stage. And me as a brother, I mean, Jim had Ballin' out at the time, which Ballin' was the #1 record, you know what I'm saying, everywhere. So, just like we support each other, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was taught. I was always like the young brother. I'm supporting my brothers by any means necessary. So, in my stance, even if Cam would have went to do that show, I would have went with Cam. You know what I'm saying? The same way Jim went to do the show and I went with Jim. That's my brother. He going to do a show with G-Unit. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know these niggas like that. Anything could pop off. You know what I mean? It's never the artist. You know what I'm saying? It's never probably gonna be the 50 Cents, the Lloyd Banks or the Tony Ayos, but you know what I mean? They known to travel with $1 million, especially at this time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm holding my brother down by any means necessary on stage and just in case. You know what I'm saying? We gotta move as a unit all the time. That's what I was taught. We gotta, you know what I'm saying, no matter what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I try to always move, you know what I mean, and do things. You know what I'm saying? I try not to let so much spill over, but, Cam and Jim history go back before me. You understand what I'm saying? Like Cam and when I met Cam and Jim, they were super close. So I honestly don't really know Jim being from the Bronx and all that. You know what I'm saying? When I met them, they was in 5H, which is, you know what I'm saying, Jim's apartment, and that's, like, I guess that time was after all the stuff Cam had said already with the Children of the Corn and Jim, whatever he said. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, when I got there, Cam and Jim was like this, super tight. Mace wasn't even in the picture. I don't know Mace like that. You know what I'm saying? Every time I seen Mace, it's been a mutual, you know what I'm saying, respect there. So, that's what that's been as far as me and Mace. You know what I'm saying? As far as, yeah, when I met Cam and Jim, they were already Trump tight and locked in. You understand what I'm saying? The diplomats was already a name they had. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit there and claim I made the dip, so that's not something I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I made Dipset though, the actual the two. Yeah, I did that. You know what I'm saying?
That was your idea?
Yeah, it don't matter. Yeah, I just like shit I said.
I didn't say it don't
All
matter.
things I used to say in the rhymes used to just stick sometimes. You know what I mean? And it's just something we'll say. Like even like words like the Goonies and just like that. Those are words we said in rhymes, and then they just stuck out. We'll wind up saying them. You know what I'm saying? As slogans and like that. You know what I'm saying? So Dipset was saying, as members. You know what I'm saying? We was members repping heavy. You know what I'm saying? At the time. So, our set, that was everything. You know what I'm saying? What was your set? What set you claiming? You know what I'm saying? What set you claiming? You know what I'm saying? That was a big thing in New York. You know what I'm saying? Especially around that time, you had the Bloods was, you know what I mean? We was real heavy. You know what I'm saying? And everything was about the set. So I think I said something like Dip set or Dip is my set, some shit like that. But yeah, like I said, the Diplomats was already made. You know what I'm saying? I just came and added my sauce and my swag to the movement. But yeah, Cam and Jim was already kind of locked in. They was in 5H, which was Jim's house in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean?
What we saying?
We used to smoke all day and just talk about how big we gonna fucking be. You know what I'm saying? I used to take the cab down to Jim's spot. I ain't lie. I used to take the cab down there and they have no money to even get back. You know what I'm saying? Back uptown some nights. You know what I'm saying? So like I was young. You know what I'm saying? I was, just trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
I got you. So that's the reason why you was at 50 show. You was supporting Jim Jones.
Yeah, to read that's my brother. I would have been at the show if it was Freaky Zeke there. You know what I'm saying? And he had the dope biggest song out. I'd have been there to, you know what I mean? To just support and show that unity. You know what I'm saying?
But you would admit that, it did look a little crazy, right? You going on stage for 50 while, him and Cameron.
It looked kind of crazy,
that's
right?
What I'm saying. The beef was internal at that time. This wasn't the loud beef that was going on. You know what I'm saying? This beef was the internal beef. You know what I'm saying? So I think Cam, and this is what I'm thinking. I don't know. I think Cam in his mind was asking 50, like, how did you even know we were kind of like eternally beefing? You know what I'm saying? Which I don't think 50 knew. You know what I'm saying? I think, like I said, Jim just had the hot record at the time. You know what I mean? Cam, they had their words or whatever. No, it might have been, because you're right. This one, I think this one 50 said I like Jim better. So it was around the time. You're right. So I'm wrong. You're right. This was around the time after they had the argument. So what you asking me is, do I think it was wrong for Jim to go on stage?
Yes, nigga.
There are people out there that's saying that.
Yes.
I mean, no. I mean, like I said,
You don't
it
want
was
to
a
say
big
now.
platform. You know what I mean? Nick know what this is about. Ain't nobody shed no blood. Look at right now. You got Fat Joe. All the people that 50 beef with, he's not beefing with no more. Besides Ja Rule. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Jim just was smart enough to do it quicker. They say time heals all wounds. So people usually let years and years and years go by. Jim, you know what I mean? He saw his moment. And he saw that 50 had a platform at the time that was, bigger than ours. It was bigger than ours. So to perform a song which was the biggest song out right now in front of a crowd that we are not normally in front of, you understand what I'm saying? I don't think it was the worst thing. Like Jim knew that it wasn't no bloodshed, you know what I'm saying? And Jim was smart enough to know, I think, all right, this is not even that serious. Like at the time, I knew people in Queens, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Cam, and you see, look at him and Cam right now. They're on the platform. So obviously the beef wasn't that serious. You understand what I'm saying? They just waited longer to settle their differences.
Yeah, but it fucked up him and Cam's situation,
though, Cam and 50 now, but it wasn't cool
it messed up him and Cam. That's what you not seeing. It showed a spot to enter and fuck up the whole situation in y'all camp, my nigga. And it did that. So you not seeing it.
To see Jim and 50 then. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
That Jim and Cam is beefing now, right? So y'all say, okay, so why is 50 on? You understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing. It's just people like to pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? People got their favorites even in the groups, man. It's always been like that. So now when the group clash, it's like, people want to take. I think the bullshit. Like, if y'all really want to see, you know what I'm saying, move as a unit, don't be taking this. Even if you like Cam more than you like Jim more than you like Cam. You know what I'm saying? It's Dipset. You know what I'm saying? So you know when you see them going at it, you know what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, that the egg on it is like that. Like, I'm definitely not gonna be the one to egg it on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I could be the one to, resolve it. I ain't gonna say that, but I definitely ain't gonna be the one to egg it on and but I get it, man. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to say
everybody be on this. They don't want people saying their names in interviews. You know what I'm saying? But now people got these platforms where, they asking people, so it's like a thin line. So then you got Jim, like, it's just like people say, you can't respond, even though Jim wasn't attacked, his name was mentioned. You understand what I'm saying? So now it opens the door for Jim to say something back. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? With these podcasts and like that. So it opens the door, and Jim chose to, say why niggas on his dick. You know what I'm saying? That's how Jim chose to carry it. You know what I'm saying? And then, Cam chose to carry it the way Cam chose to carry it, and you have what you have now. You know what I'm saying? So
you was a fan, nigga. You was a fan.
I'm just watching it like, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I've always been like the little brother. You understand what I'm saying? That's like, as much as I can say, it's like,
you can't say shit. And you can't have an opinion on it.
All I can say is Jim and Cam are very competitive. You understand what I'm saying? They've always been competitive. And it got to the point to where, they had to be competitive against each other.
Against each other, yo.
You understand what I'm saying? and you know what I mean? Jim is doing what he do in his lane right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Dropping music, you know what I mean? Doing his thing. Cam got the show popping, he doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So both of them feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's that Harlem like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just, we always got to let our nuts hang and drag our nuts, you know what I'm saying? And we deal with whatever comes with it later. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, clashes, man, and sometimes it just be a simple misunderstanding. It definitely be, things that probably could have been resolved. But like I said, now you got social media and you got the internet and you got these things that are happening so fast, and you know what I'm saying? It just kind of like I really looked at podcasts the other day. I was watching a bunch of podcasts. I'm like, it's crazy how all these old stories are getting everybody into so much trouble. These are just be old stories. Even like all Cam said was something. He said all that on a live he did before, or pretty much like he did. You know what I mean? With him and Jim had some words. They weren't on the best of terms years ago. So it's just new to the new listeners. You know what I'm saying? And the new internet fans and the new people that are on, these podcasts and listening to these podcasts. So, this is just like a double back of something that happened a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, did this again. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of, like I said, you know, because I have my own issues with, you know what I mean, behind the scenes or whatever the case may be. We all probably have our own issues behind the scenes with whoever, but you know.
Yeah, and I know Cam, he said that Jim was a fan. Like when he came around, he was a big fan of what they was doing. And he felt like he was a cool guy, you know, so, you know, he kept them around pretty much.
I mean, you know, I was a fan too. I was a fan of Jim and Cam's before I met him. You know what I'm saying? I was going to the tunnel. I watched them perform. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where, you know what I mean? I don't know, you know. Sometimes people gotta, you know what I mean? Not, you know what I mean? Certain things are said, but it's like, you know what I mean? I don't know, like. The fans, like I said, I was a fan too, so. Hey, I was a fan of Cam's before I met him. I was a fan of Jim's. I was a fan of Jadakiss and all the locks. You know what I'm saying? I was a fan of hip hop. I used to work on 125th Street in the Mart 125 selling CDs. So, you know what I'm saying? I was a fan of just hip hop. I was all the bootlegs. If you know anything about Harlem and 125th Street, that was just the spot. You know what I'm saying? For bootlegs, CDs, tapes, before CDs, tapes, all that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as much as I had my hustling, I had my trying to do right days. You know what I'm saying, too, when I was, you know what I mean, young kid just trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So I had all different types of walk through life. You know what I mean? I had my time when I was hustling, getting to it, going, you know what I mean, busting moves, and I was getting to the money. And I had times where, you know, I was just a fucked up young kid. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out how I'm going to get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to get into no trouble. You know what I'm saying? A fan.
Yes, I know what you're saying.
You know, all
God
types
damn.
of music.
How you gonna
because
say
I
it?
love music at the time. So, you know, I've always been a fan.
You know what
I'm
I'm
still a
saying?
fan, matter of fact. So, you know what I mean? I'm a fan of a lot of I'm a fan of podcasts. I like your podcast. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the art of dialogue. Is that a problem?
No.
No, not at all.
All right. That's what I'm saying. So let's not get this fan but let's like it ain't so you know what I'm saying? Are you laughing? Is everybody laughing at all their fans? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I don't think that was like the thing that, you know.
It was funny, nigga.
Listen,
Shut
man,
up, nigga. That shit was
this
fucking
is
funny
the
as hell.
Dipset, man. This wouldn't be nothing without none of us, bro.
It wouldn't be nothing without
At the end of the
Cam.
day, and that's what people gotta understand. We all put bricks into this building. You understand what I'm saying? And if you start taking bricks out the building, you know what I mean? It just becomes, you just had these missing pieces in the building, you know what I'm saying? These empty spaces. And we all put bricks into the building. You understand what I'm saying? To build the building up to what it was. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why you have Dipset. You know what I mean? You have times where some members were stronger than other members. You understand what I'm saying? But that's what a crew, that's what a crew is about. You know what I'm saying? It's about when you fall, I can hold you. You know what I mean? That's why we make each other strong. You understand what I'm saying? People forget the motto and start laughing at the wrong things. And with these podcasts and start, you know what I mean? Everything is a joke and everything is funny and everything is like trying to play in it. You know what I mean? Like, all right, but like, you know, like.
We know whose side you on.
Let's get to the real shit. You know what I'm saying?
You on Jim's side.
I'm just about what's real. I'm just about what's real. You know what I'm saying? And
who thinks Juelz is on Cam's side? I don't think he's on Cam's side. I think he's on Jim's side.
And you know, I ain't with a lot of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't see me, you know what I mean, too tough, because it be a lot of bullshit out here, man. A lot of fake shit, a lot of sucker shit, a lot of corny shit, a lot of wacky shit. You know what I mean?
What is that?
Niggas be out here, you know what I mean? A lot of niggas just acting cool with each other and they ain't cool with each other. You know what I'm saying? Soon as one thing, you know what I mean, hit the fan, you gonna see. So, you know what I mean? That's why I just like, you don't hear me.
You gotta hate Jim for doing it too, because he throwing slugs too, bro.
I got so much hidden in my archives, bro. Because it's just like, I mean, I just was taught to, you know what I mean? Certain shit is just not meant to speak about, or certain things are just like, to say on these podcasts, it's no
repercussion.
It's no way to turn it, but for it to be like an attack on something. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like unless I speak to these people or this person, I mean, we can have a conversation, it just won't never be said. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that motto is just lost in the game we in. You know what I'm saying? I respect podcasts and I respect everything y'all do and the information y'all get from people, you know, and y'all just doing your job. So whatever a person says or however a person chooses to react on these podcasts is on them. You understand what I'm saying? But I think we start getting lost and just what's, like I said, what's real. And was just like, all right, cool. That was just said to be funny. That was just said to be, you know what I mean? But let's cut through all the bullshit. You know what I mean?
Like and subscribe and fuck with your boy, Mr. PopShit.